Welcome to BuildEdge Roof. My name is Aaron Dietzen. I'm BuildEdge Roof's product line manager, and I want to walk you through the user interface of BuildEdge Roof. I'm going to jump into Revit right here. BuildEdge Roof is accessible through the Roof button in the BuildEdge panel of the Add-ins tab. Before we jump in, I want to point out the current view. Right now I'm in a plan view, a floor plan view, level 2 floor plan view. I can start BuildEdge Roof from a 2D view like a floor plan or a 3D view. If I started from a 2D view, a plan view, when I go into BuildEdge Roof, I am going to be limited to working in this two-dimensional view. Similar to Revit, I cannot change views once I've started using BuildEdge. But I can, as you can see here, I can see it just like I'd see the level in Revit, and I can basically work with it in the same way. If I hop into a 3D view, so I'm in my full 3D view inside of Revit, if I start BuildEdge here, it will actually take me into BuildEdge in a three-dimensional view. So in here I can actually jump to a 3D view. I can hold down Shift and in the middle button of my mouse and swivel it in 3D just like I can inside of Revit. Up in the upper right corner is a 3D view control where I can jump to different three-dimensional views, side views, top view. So between that and using the Shift middle button control, I can spin my model any way I need to. So now that we're in BuildEdge Roof, let's do a quick walkthrough of the user controls. Up at the very top is the quick access toolbar. Up here I have commands for undo and redo. I have a settings command. The settings command is going to take me into a preset screen that allows me to choose, do I want to show my messages about when a roof is generated? Do I always want to place the level on the new roof on the highest level? Show the welcome dialog on startup? These are the options I have in here. I can turn those on or off. I also have a help menu there where I can view the help. I can see what's new in this version of the software. I can jump to tutorials, check for updates, or find out about the current version of BuildEdge Roof. The Home tab right here are my front end commands. Right now I'm in a modify command, just like in Revit. It lets me select entities, in this case my entire roof. Once I select a roof, I do see the roof properties show up in the properties palette over here. From here I can edit this roof, I can delete this roof, I can draw in a new roof or rafter, or I'm sorry, a truss or rafter roof. The difference between these two is the information used to create the geometry. A roof for truss will prompt me for information relative to truss framing, things like heel height, top chord, truss top chord depth, that sort of information, whereas a rafter roof will prompt me for the depth of my rafter and possibly a seat cut. Other than that, the roof that's placed in is a Revit roof. No big differences other than the parameters that I use to put the roof in. Under mode, X, just like entering a mode in Revit, X is going to take me back out to Revit, abandon my changes. Hitting the check mark, save and close, is going to finish my roof and then place it into Revit. Right now I'm going to take this existing roof and edit it, and when we edit it I'll actually see the commands for input. My input roof tab shows up, all my commands for input. The other thing that changes is down here in the lower right corner is my roof status. This will tell me if my roof is good or not. Is this roof going to work? So as I make changes to this outline, this footprint, modifying these roof lines, this status may change. So to run through the commands here, I have the, of course, select line. I can pick a line, see the parameters, make changes to it, grab the endpoints, move them around, make any changes I need to make to the line through the modify command. In the modify tab, I have change to multi-slope. So if I want to change a single slope line to a multiple slope, where there's a break in the slope, I can use change to multi-slope. As I can use change to Dutch hip to place a Dutch hip on a hip end. Or I can toggle a sloped wall to non-slope by using the change to gable end command. So if I wanted this to be a gable end rather than a hip framed, I could just hit change to gable end and it will change and update my view. I have other commands in here. Trim works just the same way that it does in Revit. Trim 2 lines to a corner. Split will let me break a single line. Delete will let me delete a single line. Pretty simple. Align eaves. Align eaves works very similar to what I see in Revit, except that the values that I see in here are absolute. So this is from 0, 0, 0 height on the model, up to the eave is 9, 0 1/4, and this one is 7, 0 1/4. So rather than the value that Revit shows, which is the distance of the eave from the top of the wall, this will actually show me my absolute values. It functions the same way. I do have the option of adjusting height or adjusting overhang over here. My draw commands, I do have 3 different ways to draw a line, or input, draw a line, pick wall, or auto outline. These will be gone into a separate tutorial. Measure, the measure command will let me pick 2 points and I can see the distance between the 2 of them, just like in Revit. As soon as I click something else, that's going to go away. I have 2 options here for my view. I can preview my roof. Do I want to see the roof that's visible here? If I turn that off, my preview goes away. And do I want to show roofs? This is other roofs. So if I have multiple roofs in a single model, in a single project, I can actually say if I want to see those or not. And then again, just like I have on the main home tab, bar is save and close or exit. Save and close will return me out to the main screen with that roof, and hitting the check mark again will return me to Revit and place that roof. So that's just a quick overview of the user controls. More videos will go through input and modifying roofs. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope you enjoy using BuildEdge Roof.